Hello everybody, welcome back to the Swedish King of the North achievement run. This is part 11. Welcome back. In the previous episode, we have declared war upon Novgorod, who has been divided between me, Muscovy, and Lithuania. They are basically a rump state now that has been reduced to about 4 provinces. We took all the good ones, including Novgorod proper, Tver, Torzhok, and a few of these others. Of course, Novgorod being the most valuable of these provinces with 10 base tax, and that's pretty nice. So anyways, we are continuing to suffer from a religious turmoil slash civil war that's going on right here. We need to have a religious unity of at least 90%, which is not happening. We've got a religious unity of 66%. But do not fret, we are currently converting our empire. We are defender of the Protestant faith, which should speed things up a little bit as it gives us access to another missionary, which is great. Currently, we're suffering from a bit of an overextension problem as well, but that's not too, we're not too concerned about it, because we are currently working on making these cores. These, of course, being the provinces that we've taken from Novgorod. So in this episode, we just seek to really reduce the rebel problem. I mean, if you take a look at this really fast, we have an insane rebel problem. I mean, look at this. So many rebels that are popping up over here. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to, I could go down this list and increase the autonomy of all of these various provinces, but I like to kill rebels. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue. Of course, we are also still at war with 2 continental powers defending our brothers in arms of the Protestant faith. Still friendly with France, even though we are at war with them. Go figure. So really, by and by, we're doing pretty well. Right, so Brandenburg is still at war with us. I really wish they weren't so hostile towards us. But it is what it is. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue where we left off. Hungary no longer consider us as a rival. That's great. We do want to make friends with the other Protestant nations if we could afford to do so. It seems to me that these consist of Lunenburg and Brandenburg for the time being. The Protestant Reformation, of course, will spread eventually. It's just a matter of where it does spread to. So we got a timber shortage. That's fine. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and check now for... What was I going to check? Check the missions. Muram. Let's go ahead and cycle Muram out of there. We'll take it later. Muscovy, of course, is basically worthless at this point. We're still working on making a colony over here in the east. We are about halfway there, which is pretty cool. What else was I going to do here? I was going to do something. Yes, I'm making multiple cannons for our armies. We are going to be working on the 10-4-6, I guess, pattern of warfare here. 10,000 infantry, 4,000 cavalry, 6,000 artillery for each army unit. I find that this is a very, very optimal, I guess, configuration, which is nice. So we are going to continue with the missionary strength at the cost of technology. Not a big deal. We do want to convert the empire as fast as we can. I'm spreading about my armies now so that they can kind of react quickly to any uprisings that happen. Of course, we've got one over here in Finland for Scandinavia and one over here in the east in Russia, which is also pretty nice. So yeah, we're just going to be playing whack-a-mole here with all of the rebels that should be popping up here momentarily. Of course, also working on... upgrading our armies here, our army setups just like that. So we've got some rebellions over here and the territory over here. And we're going to get some Catholic zealots here in a minute too. Might behoove us to put it down, but that would cost so much military mana, so we're not going to. Right, so what was I going to do? Let's see how our heir is. Our heir is slightly better, but we don't really want to kill him yet. He's a 1-3-4. Although that's not that great, let's just go ahead and do that. It's better than the 2-1 that we're currently using. 3-1 is better, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I expect to come across a few rebels here momentarily over here in Russia, as this is the area that I've most recently acquired territories. So we managed to win the Battle of Torzhok, no surprises there. And we have plenty of manpower to burn as well, which is great. So just killing all of these great rebels. We're getting some help from Lithuania actually too, which is fantastic news. sending back my men over to Finland. We do have a loan that we need to pay off, but because I can't pay it, we're basically floating it, thus increasing our debt. But it is what it is. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Thus, now we convert more territories. I'd like to convert mainly the Orthodox ones, considering if you take a look over here, the Protestant Center of Reformation in Kolberg is converting most of our Scandinavian and Baltic provinces, which allows us to free up our priests to other regions. So a massive rebellion has taken place over here in Muscovy. I think Lithuania will probably help us out here, actually, which would be nice. We definitely could use the help, as these rebels are certainly incredibly annoying. We've taken yet another, I guess, loan, which is unfortunate. We can repay one loan. Let's go and do that. It's fine. Right. So we're using Muscovy, or rather, we're using Lithuania to kind of take back our provinces. I'm going to save my manpower a little bit and let them kind of take care of them, because I am losing a lot of money from my army maintenance, which is less than bueno, as they say in I don't know, Mexico. Beats me. We're going to beat them at Vologda because the men over there are sieging our other provinces, just like so. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beating back all of these guys. It looks like Lithuania doesn't want any more of our shit. They are leaving the room. They are leaving us to our own devices. We have military teched up, which is fantastic. Let's check out the missions that we can do. Let us choose to reduce our overextension. This gives us a diplomat. Might as well work on that. Right, so not too bad. Let's go ahead and take back. So the Palatinate has been called into a war. This is just like non-stop, to be honest. Do we have a claim on Danzig? We do. If we were to go into war, we could potentially take Danzig for ourselves, which is a great port. It's an estuary, actually, and center of trade in the Baltic. That would be fantastic news. Let's see how the Palatinate's getting fucked, honestly. They're not doing too well. They are against Bavaria. Bavaria is allied with Alsace, Brandenburg, and Mainz. I guess we're getting to the point where we kind of have to turn down the call to arms. Although I really don't want to. It might be necessary here pretty soon. Just because I don't want to be called into war with Brandenburg if we don't have to. Let's see. So Brandenburg's actually not even at war right now. The Palatinate is only at war with Bavaria. And Bavaria is not too big, but I don't want to have to defend. You know what? I could join, but I just don't want to. That's the thing. I can't. I can't deal with that right now. So we've got some Catholic rebellions over here in Scandinavia. Surprise, surprise. Luckily, we do have some soldiers over there to come to their aid. I think I'm going to decline the offer. It sucks, but we're going to lose Defender of the Faith. But it is what it is. Not the end of the world. You can always gain it later on. Just it's annoying, really. That's all. So Catholic zealots, blah 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 blah. We were going to figure this stuff out and take back the territory for ourselves very easily here. We still have some rebel factions dotting across the empire, and we can only do one missionary at a time now, unfortunately. Yaroslav, where's Yaroslav? Let's take a look. Yaroslav. Got some Yaroslavl rebellions going to happen over here in Yaroslav. That's a shame, because we're just about to take over one of them right now. But it is what it is. You know, like I said, we got to deal with a lot of, I guess, rebel problems throughout the empire. We do what we can do, but sometimes it's not good enough, I guess. Maybe if we improve... No, there's still going to be a problem there. What is the supply limit? It's 24. It's not too bad. So we can just go ahead and keep it there. It's not a big deal. Not the end of the world. What I guess I can do right now is we can mothball all of our forts. I don't really want to, but this might save us some money. Let's see next month if we are too much in debt. We are not. We're still losing some money, and rebels in Yaroslavl we have vanquished very fast. I've never seen so many rebels with +2 stability before. It's such a problem. And let's see, Sweden gets increased serfdom. It would give us a base tax in Stockholm. Yeah, let's take it. We lose a base tax in Tivkin, but you know, honestly, it's Russian. Stockholm is more important. We don't really care too much. We have taken yet another loan, which is unfortunate. We got 2 loans now. Pretty soon we'll be able to pay off our loans, but until then, unfortunately, we have to float them. We are still at war over here with the Palatinate. Pretty soon the Palatinate will take peace. I don't really want to be in war with these other guys. We're not going to cross any... Okay, so let's just wait a second. We can afford to wait, because I want to make sure that we've got enough morale before we go head on into Småland. Rebel factions, so far so good. Our colony is about to be completed as well, which is great news. This will increase our religious... I guess, unity, as the new colonies will be Protestant, which is fantastic news for us. Switching to a better general over here in the west to take out the Småland rebels, which we've just done. And now that we have a free diplomat, let's go ahead, and because Brandenburg is still going to be upset with us, we might as well lay claim to their territory. And we need to attack the Livonian Order pretty soon too, or else we're going to lose their claim there. They're not even allied to anybody. Might be tempting for us to just do it now. I mean, who would join? Lithuania would join. You know, it would be even funny if we went to war with Livonian Order. I think Lithuania would even take the province and cede it to us. It's tempting, to be honest. It's really tempting. Let's see now. If we white peace, we can't white peace them. Can we white peace these guys? I just don't want to be in war anymore, honestly. We can't. So we're going to stay at war. That's all right. Let's go ahead and lay more claims upon Muscovy, because we are going to want to be at war with them pretty soon. They have no allies, so might as well, right? Gaining yet another core province. That's fantastic news for us. The bad news is that we don't have a lot of men in our armies. Let's see. Oof. Let's go ahead and send in the men to Askerhus and prepare ourselves for the rebellion there. Right, so we're gonna do that. It sucks, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose missionary strength. That would be really bad. Be really, really bad. The culture Russian has been accepted. That's great news. Well, hold on. Askerhus we get Catholic stronghold, local tax modifier, and it would change to Catholic. That sucks. Let's just do forceful persuasion. That's fine. Might as well, right? Not the end of the world. Our army reformer has died. Everybody is getting religious problems here, it seems, not just us. We're going to wait until our morale is a bit higher, and then we are going to give them some of that forceful persuasion. Maybe 1 more month. So Lorraine is at peace. That's good for us. We have managed to convert some more provinces, which is great. Let's go ahead and convert, I don't know, maybe Holland. I don't know where that is. Where is Holland? Let's convert some of these provinces up here, like Lapland or Nyland. Let's do Nyland. It's fine. So let's see. Okay, so we're not at full morale yet. We will be next month. Let's go ahead and use that forceful persuasion that we've been talking about. What the fuck? The religion changed to Catholic? Huh? I thought that if we took the rebels, we wouldn't get... Okay, whatever. This is so stupid, but it is what it is. We will opt for the tax because we need the manpower. That is... I must have misread that particular decision. That's just terrible. So now this province is Catholic, and we can't really do anything about it. But the great news is that our provinces are being converted by the Center of Reformation without our input, which is great news. So there's a silver lining and everything, I guess. And our colony is almost already done. Let's take a look now over at our church power. We are almost able to take another aspect, which we will do once that is available. Give me 1 second now as I check on something really quick. Right, so now that that's taken care of, Let's go down, pause. And we're taking back Ascaris. We can't afford to be at war right now just because our religious unity is so low, and you know, we've got these rebels over here in Iceland. I need to take care of those guys at some point soon. Would be nice if I did, because I think they're actually preventing us from getting the disaster taken care of here. So why don't we do this? Let's go and see what else we need to core. We need to core Yaroslavl right around now. Once we core all of our provinces, we can go ahead and look to go to war with other people, perhaps Livonian Order, and take them out. I think, are at peace with France, which means that we really need to become friends with them again. Let's go ahead and do that. Could be nice if we were allies with England, but it is what it is. We don't really need to be. They're not too powerful on the continent anyways. Will France re-ally us? They won't. Wonder why that is. Huh. Well, maybe if we became better friends with them, they would. France is still pretty big. I mean, if we check the force limits, I believe they are one of the biggest they are. So we want them to be on our side, really. They are an important and invaluable ally if we can retain them. Still very much allied with Lithuania and Poland. But Poland is defensive, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead now and make some more claims on more provinces. We could probably peacefully vassalize Pomerania. No, they're a member of the Empire, so we can't do that. I do forget. Is the Hansa a part of the Empire? I don't think they are. They're not. Cool. We should totally destroy them. And we will, as soon as we fabricate more. Okay, so we can declare on the Hansa once things start to settle down here. I'm going to opt now, in the meantime, to fabricate more claims in Muscovy. We do have a truce with them until 1538, which is really, really soon, actually. We could actually just declare war on them once the truce is over, actually. That'd be pretty nice. All of our provinces in the Baltic being converted, which is great. Really good news for us. Over in Tver, people are a bit pissed off at us. Nothing new there to report. We'll be ready to crush any rebellion that pops up, however. And our colony is almost done too, which is great. Now, if only... Let's see. So this is 275 away, which is the closest port is I guess over here, because these are currently occupied by heretics. Well, that's a problem. We don't want Iceland to be occupied by heretics. That's pretty shitty. Let's see how many... Okay, we only have 2 cogs. We need to fix that. We need at least 6 more cogs. Let's go ahead and make 6 more cogs. Make 3, 4, 5, 6. This will give us a total of 8 cogs. That'll be good enough for now. Just so we can crush the rebels once we get there. This is the plan. Maybe we should go with 10, actually. That'd be even better. Just that way, you know, it won't be too much of a problem. Our colony is self-sustaining now, which is fantastic news. We've lost a claim on some provinces, whatever, not a big deal. Let's go ahead now and send our other colonists to more Siberian land up here in the north. They'll get there in how many days? In 198 days. It's not too bad. They'll get there pretty soon, actually. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. We're starting to make more money in the treasury, which is great. Not so much, however, to actually pay off our debts. But perhaps eventually we can. Now we are going to increase our diplomacy. This gives us more colonial range, which is also really good. What are we going to convert? Let's convert some more of our Scandinavian provinces, like Bergslagen. I want Sweden to be blue, damn it. Perfect, so we're going to do that. And we are coring all of our territory, it seems. Oh, we have to even core the colonies, apparently. That's a new development for me. But it is what it is. We've got some Permian separatists that are about to rise up. That's not good. Let's take a look at how the Permians feel about us. They're a bit pissed off at us. Maybe if we just rose the autonomy over here, they wouldn't be so angry with us. Maybe this will appease them. Let's see, Permian separatists. Does that include Udmurt? It does. Well, that sucks. All right, let's go ahead and send our men over here, and we will prepare for the inevitable shitstorm that is about to envelop this area. This will be ready. Let's go for the ducats, because this way we can pay off some of our debts. That'd be nice. Pay off this one. That's due very soon. And maybe we should just raise war taxes again to get us more money. It's quite useful. Another philosopher has died, whatever, not a big deal. But this has freed up several spots on the council. We are going to fill them up. Trade efficiency, production efficiency, and discipline. That's pretty good. Not too bad. These mercenaries we no longer need. We can go ahead and sack them as well. And it looks like the Permian separatists have risen up. Let's go ahead and destroy them. Just one of them, actually. Right over here. And pretty soon, our name is about to get a hell of a lot bigger. Take it out. Take a look. Next month, we should see it. Let's see how it looks. It's damn majestic, if you ask me. I know you didn't ask me, but it's pretty sweet. We're getting pretty big here, even though these Siberian provinces are not really worth that much. I think there is one, however, that produces gold, so we will keep our eye on it. Right, so Muscovy, the truce has ended. We could probably annex a lot of Muscovy, actually. Let's go ahead and lay more claims on their land. I would like that, actually, quite a bit. And our mission is still to reduce overextension. We're almost there, which is nice. Okay, so our diplomat's done making friends buddy-buddy with France. Let's see if we can ally them. We can't. We're really close to it, though. And I'd really like to be allies with France, too. What if we gave them military access? Okay, we can't do that. Well, what if we... I don't know. Is there anything else we could do here? Really, I want France to like me. That would be nice. Just a little bit. We'll give you 25 ducats. Will that make you like us, France? I certainly hope it would. I like to be friends with France. Let's see. Can we ally you now? We can. They just need a little bit of money. Just like modern day times, it looks like France has a problem with unemployment. So we give them a few token euros, and they seem to be our friends. That's great. So Saxony is giving us a white peace. Let's accept it. I don't really want to be at war anymore. We don't really profit from being at war. We're not even the freaking defender of the faith, so what could we possibly benefit from being at war? Nothing, to answer that question. Right, so these ships we can meet up over here in the West Baltic. We got 7 transports, which is good. We're almost at 10. And now that we're allies with France, life's great. We got an ally. Poland is also our ally. That's great. Lithuania is also our ally. I think we're actually full on diplomatic power. Well, almost full anyways. Let's go ahead and lay more claims on Novgorod. Before the episode ends, we will be taking out the Livonian Order, which I am prepared for. And Tverrian separatists are about to rise up. Let's go ahead and prepare for that as well. Let me go ahead and increase the autonomy over there as well. We have Kortura, of course, which is great news. And we got some more cogs. Let's go ahead and let them meet up. We can go ahead and perhaps even send our men across the ocean. And taking out those pesky, what do you call them? Those pesky heretics that we got over here. Those Bogomilist heretics. Right, so more cores are being raised. That's fantastic news for us. Tver is actually almost friendly towards us. The separatists are starting to lower, which is good. We're about to reduce all of our overextension, which is fantastic. And our new colony is really starting to come along. We just need to hire a conquistador so we can see what's going on over here in the east. We will eventually. So right, let's go ahead and send you guys over to the west. Just like so. We're going to send you over there. Yes, go ahead and do that. Let's see how they fare. Being sent over the ocean. Straight into the lair of the bad guys. We got a loan coming due pretty soon, but we can't afford it. So that's fine. We will opt to basically just ignore it for the time being. And let's see, we are destroying the heretics. We've reduced the overextension. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and remove the Livonian Order from the map. That's a great thing to select. We're going to do that. Another conversion. Let's go ahead and convert. Let's see, maybe Lapland. That could be pretty nice. Or maybe something over here. Maybe like maybe Varmland. Let's do that. It's right outside of our capital. Probably pretty decent base tax, or maybe not, but better than nothing. So our ship we're doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and send more of these guys over here. Yes, I would like that very much if we did that. We've lost an accepted culture, Danish. It's no longer accepted. What a tragedy. We don't really care too much. We have occupied a carry. Phenomenal news, which is great. Another conversion. Fantastic. Life is really good. We might be able to afford 2 colonists, actually, because I'd like to settle America before England gets a big head and decides to take all of that juicy trade power for itself. I'm keeping our navy on standby, as we are going to need to transport it back here in a minute. Lithuania is in a war against the Ottomans. We will join without hesitation. That's fine. Even though Lithuania might lose, we are on the side of Poland and Lithuania, which is great. Nothing too bad there. Right, so like I said earlier, I don't want you guys to think I'm going to renege on my deal. We are going to go at war with the Livonian Order. They're going to be wiped out. At least that's the plan. And let's go ahead and start thinking about perhaps hiring an explorer of some sort, perhaps, would help. Quest for the New World, we need to do that first. Ooh, well, that sucks. Because we don't have that yet. Let's see how far this is. 325, 612 away from our most recent project. Yeah, we can't do anything about that yet, so we're going to ignore it for the time being. That sucks, but it is what it is. We are going to need to unlock that, and we will unlock it eventually. Right, so we are about to declare war on the voting order, just like so. We are going to wipe them off of the map, as the game has so crudely said, as the game has so crudely stated. So we need to transport our men back onto the continent, away from Iceland. There's nothing really in Iceland except for rotted shark and you know, a very delicious liquor that I tried while I was over there. I can't really remember the name of it, but it's pretty strong, as I guess most liquor is indeed supposed to be. Let's go ahead and fabricate more claims on Muscovy. And let's go ahead and fabricate a claim on Brandenburg. Should be nice. We'll be at war with them soon enough anyways. So we're taking our men off of the island of Iceland. Killing the Livonian Order. And who would even think that we were in a disaster right now? We basically have no provincial unrest, just in Nizhny Novgorod, and we can go ahead and raise that right now too. It's fantastic, cool. It's almost like nothing is. There's no problems in the Swedish Empire. We can go to war with Muscovy in the next episode, and really, we're in a good position, a really good position. So far, so good. We got some nice forts dotted across our empire, which is always a good news. Let's just lose the mana, not a big deal. I don't really want to suffer the unrest. That's always shitty. So we're getting our men off of Iceland, where we have taken out all of the rebels that are present on the island. And we're going to regroup in Stockholm, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and do that. So besides that, we need to pay off our loans. That is pretty important. Let's take a look. What are we paying so much for? We're paying a lot for fort maintenance and interest. Wow, interest is actually quite a bit. Let's raise war taxes because we basically can. Why not? Give us more money. And we could probably even afford to lower the army maintenance by quite a bit. Let's go and do that too. Just like so. It's going to take us longer to siege down the Livonian province, but it's not too bad. Nogai has... Why are we at war with Nogai? That's weird. Oh, because they're allies with the Ottomans. Okay, well, I didn't realize that they could do that. Okay, well, we need to send in some backup over there. And we will, soon enough. Once we get kind of rolling over here. Discoveries spread. Discoveries of what? The Attilan current. Okay, is that in the west? It must be, somewhere over there. Right, so we are winning the war against the Livonian Order. Nothing really too surprising about that. Where else are we gonna convert? Let's go ahead and convert Narc. Just like that. Fantastic. We're meeting up in Stockholm, which is also good. Beating up the Livonian Order, which is also great. Let's go ahead and increase our military maintenance to the maximum. Might as well at this point. Perfect. And now let's go ahead and send our men to the east, where they're going to destroy Nogai, the Horde. We can lose. We'll just use the admin power. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world. Our truce with the Hanut has ended. Oh, cruel gods. That is so unfortunate. We're going to fabricate more claims on, let's see, I guess Brandenburg. We're going to be at war with them pretty soon anyways. They've got some of those Baltic provinces that we need. I'm going to keep a diplomat open for Livonian Order annexation, which should happen pretty soon. We've won. Cool. Let's go ahead and annex them. Just like so. Let's see if they can even pay us some stuff too. Oh, that's great. Maybe they'll even convert to us too. Awesome. Cool. So they'll become Protestant. We'll take their territory. They'll give us money. And life's great. We've removed them from the map. They even gave us a fort too. Look how cool that is. Well, we don't need it because it's going to cost us money. And we'll increase the autonomy. And there we go. Latvia's ours. Cool. Right. So let's go ahead and send you to Nobberg. And you over to the Horde. We're going to destroy the Horde. And now that we've got a free diplomat, what are we going to use it for? We could go to war with Muscovy. We've got a claim on all of their provinces, which is fantastic. Are we at war with Kazan? We aren't. Well, it would be nice if we were, because we could take all of these nice little provinces here. But we'll keep it in mind. Right, so sending a unit to crush the Noganese rebels, or rather the Noganese soldiers over here. And once we do that, we can end the episode. It was a good episode. Looks like the Protestant Center of Reformation is done converting my provinces. And it did a really good job of converting all of these Baltic provinces. I'm really impressed. And our religious unity is also incredibly high now, too. Let's go ahead and take another mission. I'm going to opt for the Improving Our Prestige mission, because we're about to go to war with Muscovy. It's going to increase our prestige by quite a bit. So that's great. And life's good. I mean, we did a lot this episode. You know, we've stifled the revolts. We've annexed all of Latvia, Estonia, and we've ended, you know, the rebel occupation of Iceland. They are now under our control, and we are increasing our colonization and our efforts to the east. So that's great. Again, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. I believe the next episode is 12. Where we go to war with Muscovy, take out all of that nice juicy Muscovite territory with Kazan as well, and finally get an explorer over here in the west where we can start colonizing Canada and the eastern seaboard, where we are going to have some competition with England, but that's okay. We can have competition with England. No worries there. We can take even these little, I guess, Native American areas as well. That would certainly help. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. Next episode, lots gonna happen. We're gonna, you know, do things. Yeah, see you guys soon. Later.